What's going on, everybody? So, actually, like a couple months ago, I was reading this book called The House of Islam, and it was given to me by one of my clients that I used to train in kickboxing. And she was actually a Muslim woman, and she gave me this book. She actually gave me a copy of the Quran, and she gave me this book called The House of Islam, basically talking about common misconceptions of Islam in the Western world and this and that and blah blah blah. And it was pretty interesting, I'll be honest, and I actually did learn quite a bit. But one thing stuck out to me. There was this little story in the book, and it talked about this American billionaire and how he went to Africa, and he went to this very, very poor place in Africa, like this little village in Africa, and he saw that every single day the kids in this village would have to walk miles from the village to this river with buckets, and then back from the river to the village with these buckets full of water, sometimes multiple times a day. And it would take them hours sometimes, because it was far, it was heavy, and yeah. So what this guy did, this billionaire, is he took it upon himself. He said, you know what, I have all this money, I'm gonna help these people. I'm gonna build pipes, I'm gonna build some plumbing, essentially like this big plumbing system, so they didn't have to walk miles to the river. They could just have it pumped from the river to the village. So he had it built, and then he left Africa. He went back to the States for like a year, whatever, did his thing, and then he goes back to Africa to that same village, and he sees that these villagers that he tried to help are not using, they're not using his pipes. They're not using the technology that he had built there. And he was baffled. He was like, why did I come all the way over here, spend all this money to try to help these poor, disadvantaged people that live in poverty every single day, and they don't even really care or appreciate it? And what he realized was, after talking to the chief, the African chief of this little village, was that these villagers didn't ask the billionaire for his help. They didn't ask him for his help. He just took it upon himself. He took the moral high ground and said, I'm going to help these people. But what he didn't think to realize was that maybe there's a reason why they didn't want these pipes. And what it turned out to be was that when the kids went to the river to fetch to fetch the water for the village, it was the adults' time to basically have sex with each other. Like, that was their time to be with each other, to get important things done that you can't do with kids around, like make love, have sex, maybe have an important discussion that, you know, like when you don't want kids around. So they never even used this guy's pipes. And then I took it, and then I started thinking, like, what would I do with $1 billion? What would I do with $1 billion? I wouldn't help poor people. I would not help poor people. And I just thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about, because it's always like a fun to speculate, like, what would I do if I had this money? Like, if I won the mega lottery, what would I do with $1 billion? Would I go help poor people? I wouldn't, because I think that a lot of times poor people, they don't want your fucking help. A lot of poor people all around the world, they do get help and they stay poor. They don't care. They don't take advantage of the money. I think most poor people most of the time are dumb. And that's why they stay poor, is because they're dumb, and they blame their problems on other people. I can give one more example. Several months ago, I was helping my woman move from her old house to her new house, and we had these movers come in. There were black guys, and they were from the hood, and they worked hard, nice guys, I guess, and they were busting ass. And I thought, you know what, these guys are working hard, I bet they're hungry, let's make them some lunch. Let's make them some lunch. They don't have to spend their money. We'll make them a nice meal. So I got out all the bread, the vegetables, the meat, the cheese, the chips, and I made them all a bunch of bomb-ass sandwiches, bunch of good-ass food. I took it out to them thinking, you know what, these guys are going to appreciate this. It'll be a nice thing to do. They didn't say thank you. They didn't say, hey man, thanks a lot, we appreciate it. They didn't want the food at all. They did not want the food. Guess what they ate? Guess what they ate? These dudes waited till we were finished, and they came back to the new house we were moving to. Guess what they had with them? Fucking Popeye's chicken, dude. Chicken, biscuits, fucking sodas, red beans and rice. I mean, it's so fucking stereotypical, but it fucking happened. And I thought to myself, what would I do with $1 billion? Number one, I would set up my family. I would give a bunch to my father, my mother, my brother. I'd give some to other people in my family, so they never have to work again. They never have to worry about bills or medical expenses ever again, of course. The first thing I would do probably after that, or the second thing rather, is I'd go to one of the best doctors and I'd get my blood tested. And I'd see what kind of vitamins and minerals I'm deficient in. I would get all that put back in my body so I could maximize and optimize my health. I would also get on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Dude, fuck it. I'm 30 years old. I know that I'm a little bit young to be taking testosterone, but if I have all this money, why not? Why not, dude? I mean, essentially take steroids. Not actual steroids, but like testosterone. So I could have more energy. I just feel better, and I'd become a fucking beast. I would hire an excellent trainer so I could be in excellent physical condition, and I would buy my dream drum set. I would buy a drum set because, as some of you know, my greatest passion and talent is actually playing drums. None of you have ever heard me play. I mean, I have some of my old band songs up on the internet, and I guess I'll leave that in the comment section below if you guys are interested, but my greatest passion is playing drums. I have dreams about it almost every single night, and I'm really actually excellent at drums, unbeknownst to pretty much all of you. And that's something that I would do, is I would buy I'd buy my dream drum set, and I'd play with some of the best musicians that I could play with, and like I'd make albums with it for sure. And I would basically set myself up to where I would never have to work for anybody ever again. I'm not into cars, I'm not into jewelry, I'm not into fancy clothes, although all that stuff is nice. I would set up my life to have the things I like, you know, like I'd have a nice cigar collection, I'd have a farmhouse basically. I would want to travel the world, of course, with people that I like to spend time with, like my brother, my woman, my parents even. And yeah, basically set up my life to where I could be as healthy as I can and never have to work for another human being ever again, and set up my family to where they never have to work again, and always do the things that make me happy, obviously. Now, will I get $1 billion? Hey man, you never know. Probably not, but it's always fun to speculate, like it's always fun to talk about. But I would definitely not take it upon myself to help disadvantaged people that more than likely don't give a fuck about me. They don't care. They don't even want my help. They don't even want my help. So I wouldn't help them, because there's already plenty of other people, bleeding heart liberals, that want to help these people anyway. They want to help people that don't give a fuck about them, so they can take the moral high ground and feel better about themselves. Anyways, I'm just rambling. So I'll be in New York City the 4th, 5th, and 6th of November. I'm going to be going up there with my lady. We're going to be having some good old times up there. If anybody wants to fucking meet up, hey man, I mean, I'll be up there. No, you know, and obviously I'm not there to hook up with anybody if anybody's thinking that. But why not, man? It'd be cool to meet up with somebody, maybe get a beer or something. Hey man, whatever. And if not, that's cool too. I'm going to Mexico the 16th of November. We're going to be going to San Antonio first for like a week, and then I'll be in Mexico at like the end of November, and I'll be getting my hand fixed within the next, like about the next month or so. And my hand's been broken for over 3 years now, and I'll finally be getting it fixed soon enough, man. So I have a lot to look forward to. One more thing, I'm thinking about starting a new YouTube channel as well. That's just travel specific, so I can have a clean channel and a dirty channel. So No Joe Coward will be my dirty channel, and I'll have a new channel. I haven't thought of a name yet. It'll be my clean channel, where I talk more about traveling, probably get more views, and I can actually make some money on it, because as you know, this channel has been demonetized for like a year now. And I'm trying to make some money on these videos, man. So anyways, just my thoughts. If you guys want to shoot me an email, nojokestriking@gmail.com, bitches. Also, you guys can like and share my shit on Facebook, guys. Facebook.com/NoJoeCoward. All that will be in the description box below. Peace!